Good morning, everyone. My name is Steven, and I'm with BCSO&J Lawn and Snow Services. Today we're going to a property out in Hillside. First time there, just needs a quick mow and some suggestions about the cleanup that he's recommending to have on his own property. It's not that much grass, but it has a nice amount of space, but yeah, not too bad. So got a little push mower, some little battery powered equipment, blower and trimmer. It's not heavy grass at all, so I don't need a gas powered trimmer for this. Nor would I have brought it out because it's currently in winterization at the moment. But let me lock up. I don't think I need anything else for this. Let me lock up my units real quick. Kind of cold out here. Like it's cold, but it's a doable cold. It's not like freezing. It definitely feels a lot colder than last year. I'll tell you that. And last year a lot of unexpectedcies happened, so I'm gonna try to prevent those as much as possible this year. I have zero time for any unexpectedcies, but I know they're on the way, so I just want to make sure they're not for me. Well, see you guys when we get there. So this is currently what it looks like. I mowed the edges. There's a lot of backfill and tons of weeds. But the edge I did looks nice. So this is the finished product. All right, so that went pretty good. Customer's happy. I'm happy. Somebody came there, they said maybe like a day ago or something, and they did some mowing and some trimming in just the front, but they were like, no, we don't want to go to the back. So called me, got in contact with us, and we'll get that taken care of for him. I do apologize for that clip ending so quick. It startled me. Somebody came out the house and startled me, so I had to make sure I wasn't getting murdered. But anyway, I'm actually on my way back to the locker now because I want to clean out the bottom of the push mowers, and I also have to drain the fuel. And I don't have my fuel pan, so I'm gonna see how that is gonna work at the moment. I'm gonna that way. Yeah, I'm gonna that way. I don't know where I am. as I said earlier, we are at the storage unit, and I'm gonna be cleaning out the mowers. Putting away some other stuff, but mostly cleaning out the mowers. Random scrapers, 3-inch and 1.5 will actually do justice. I figured out how I'm gonna dump out the gas. I got a bunch of paint buckets. I'm gonna put that in. Since I got a ton of paint buckets, I'll just dump out the excess gas. Oh snap! I got fertilizer. Wait a minute. That's good. Try not to turn everybody's business into the same grass. If you don't take care of your grass, you don't need to take care of it. Turning it into like the same grass that I typically seed everybody else. It's a lot nicer. It's open. Take care of your grass. You want me to take care of it. I'm gonna seed it with typically. Damn, I can't get this one over either. Whatever. Just gonna use this bucket. Typically, I seed with a Scott's blend of sorts. So it'll be like I use let's see. I use like a premium Scott's blend that has seed, mulch, fertilizer in it. And then, I wouldn't typically come back to the property to service until maybe like a week or so later, maybe 2 weeks later. And more than likely on a weekly schedule. But, really all depends on the grass and person. There's a lot of picky people out there. But they're so picky and don't even take care of the grass. I've heard some people say, oh, I don't like the way you cut grass. But I've never said, I don't like the way you take care of your grass. You know what I mean? It's like we allow the customers to kind of bully us so that they don't give us a bad review. I'm like, we still get a bad review. So it don't make a difference. I personally don't really care about bad reviews. I've gotten so many of them. And I'm like, those bad reviews only ever come from customers who are either so misunderstanding or have no clue about how this industry actually works. And I just be like, I'm bothered slightly, ever so slightly, not really a lot, honestly. I'm not that bothered by the review, and that's just because like I know what I do. I know what I'm great at and what I'm not. You know, and I know what I've been doing, so I'm not gonna let it threat about sending a bad review bother me. See how dirty this is underneath? This is why you clean your mowers at least once a week. Because if they look like this hasn't been cleaned in 2 weeks. I have not cleaned this mower in over 2 weeks. And for good reason. One, I spotted no, I haven't cleaned it. Not the excuse I was about to say. This is the wrong mower. But I was about to give the excuse. I have another mower that has some rust on it. But this one has been cutting estranged grass, as I say. Which is basically, grass that is not on a recurring schedule. So that's why I haven't cut it. If I don't have you, I wouldn't clean the mower if I know I'm going to be cutting some super high, dirty, dense grass. I'd clean it, but I wouldn't make it perfect. I'd make sure the blade is nice, nice and sharp. Like this one has some things in it. Earlier last week, from last week, but nothing. This is pretty much how you clean out your mower. So that way, this grass doesn't excess grass, dirt, trees, whatever have you, will completely ruin all of that. But anyway, thank you for everyone who is watching, has watched, or will watch these videos. I'm actually only starting to make videos again. I used to last year, I used to make videos pretty much all the time when I had like a new customer or something like that, or like an overgrown grass. I'd make a video, but I'd never post it. I'd never post it. I'd never post a video after making it, because it was just like a lot that goes into it. I just didn't have the time. Throw the video, upload it without even doing any like edits or anything like that. So yeah, what sucks just happened. I'm trying to avoid thinking about it. Is that my headphone fell directly into the bucket of gas. Fell directly into the bucket of gas, and now I'm sure it's gone. I'm not putting that back in the video, so we're gonna have to buy a new pair. It was the right one. That sucks. But it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, so thank you to everyone that is going to be watching this video as well. I'm glad to have you. We appreciate it. Has been a short, long road. And I'm so freaking happy it's ended, bro. So happy it's ended. Because I like winter. I like cutting grass. I like looking at the stripes. I love striping. Love striping the grass. But I also love snow. Like, there's something about snowfall that it's like a warm feeling. Look at all that grass. That's terrible. It's literally wider than my hand. It's like a pound cake of grass. But now it's nice and clean. Typically I would power wash this off, but I don't have my power washer here. I also don't have anything to put, excuse me, put, I'll be trying to upload videos at least once a day. And I'm gonna be honest, most of them are not gonna have any edit. They're not gonna have much edit. And that's just because, you can't edit out life. So why edit a video? If somebody's not liking whatever it is they're saying, they can skip, go to something else, or just fast forward the video, whatever. You can't really edit out your life. I don't see the purpose of editing too much of the video to just make it look so commercial and watchable full time, because you still get distracted. It's like, why spend 4 hours trying to edit a video? Trying to edit it. Let's say the video is 12 hours, and 4 hours to edit it, and you only got 2 hours of content. Like, that's goofy to me. I don't like it, so I don't do it. Mower is approximately 20 pounds heavier than the other mower I had. And that is for one reason. It has self-propelling. It's literally extremely heavy. You can feel it as you go turn it. So this mower is another mower I use for for high density grass and grass that is overgrown. I just haven't used it in a while because I didn't have any bolts or screws for it, and the bolts and screws I have went across the mower. I haven't used this mower in 2 months. And I actually like this mower. It's just so odd how the screw base is. Like the screw has spacing. It's not all thread, which is something I don't like. I like a fully threaded screw. But these mowers handle screws have too much spacing, which allows wiggle room of mower handle, and I don't like that. I'm not going to use these because this mower, most of my mowers have custom screws. They're not even. And all I mean by custom is they're just not the screws that they are. So as we take it apart, like this gets lost in transit. This one did not have much gasoline in it, which is fine. Something just popped off. This one actually doesn't have grass in it. It kind of does, but it doesn't. It's actually grass is very dry in it. So for this one, I don't think I have a spray bottle or anything moist. It's gonna be scraping away for a while. I haven't used this one in 2 months. And no one else is doing it. That eat through? Or is that like a part? My arm is tired, bro. That other mower that I cleaned out before this one is a standard push. It is strong and it's quiet. It's only 140 cc's, but I use that to cut through overgrown grass. And again, it's strong and quiet. Otherwise, I would use this one for sure. This one doesn't have the proper screws for it, so it makes the handle and everything like so unsteady and not at your height level. And, everything else. I was gonna have some custom bars made for it, or at least extend the bars. This needs to be wet. That's something I think everybody should address that does lawn care. Here's the pickup truck, decent. Mine's clearly the bed is custom. All made out of pressure treated wood. From the cross members, everything underneath this bed is custom. It's all wood. The cross members are wood. The framing underneath the cross members are wood. Even the bed, railings are wood, everything is wood. Because it's so easy to fix when something goes wrong with it. You can't just, if it's that hard plastic, it starts to rot. See, this is going to be a coat, primer, and then new paint. I'm going to do that next year. Probably get the primer on this year. Something to cover up. The semi-rusted areas. I was actually the customer's house because I don't run I would like a battery powered mower. I don't know why. And he has one that he doesn't use. Because I don't run gas powered trimmers during winter. It's battery. I was gonna see if he would either exchange service or sell mower. But I'm like, nah, he ain't got that. He'll use that eventually when he wants to get back into this. Back into mowing. Back into mowing his own property. Alright. That's done for now. One of these days I'll take it to my house. Power. Fix all the cables. Go over customers' needs and stuff like that. Because you can't really do that too much with a third party. It's a little bit of a headache trying to keep up. Everybody in the business needs to managing employees, paperwork, all that aggravating stuff. I go out probably once or twice a year.
do some sounds because I just don't have a car. Oh my God. See? This is why you clean your mowers. This is why you clean your mowers. Metal wire or some sort. This one's pretty good. No, it's just a. Right. This mower hasn't been used in. Which one is this? Oh, this one's been used. It hasn't been used in about 2 months. This is the mower that's rusty. It's actually I want to make sure it stays that way. Definitely will take this to my house. All needed. All need a nice pressure wash. Some grinding, some sanding. Also changing the color. I want to make everything good. All the mowers. Last year, our merch colors were highlighter yellow and highlighter orange. I'm just saying. We don't do construction. You know what I mean? We mow grass and push snow. So blue stands out a lot better. It looks a lot cleaner. Also, more cheap. Not more cheap, more cost efficient. I seen a hoodie, this color, same company, $11 more. Everybody wants it. Colors, new gear. I think I'm excited by it. snow and the new spring season. For sure. I think one thing I'm not going to tolerate this year for my employees is people who are late. I think that's it. I excused so many tardiness people. So much tardiness. I excused so much. This tire has no tread. This tire has 0 tread. Anyway, I excused so much tardiness last year. And I'm not doing it again. Ever again. Because it's not fair to the people that's not tardy. You know? Having to wait for other people to get to work, having to wait for other people just to start work. Having to wait is a problem. Nobody should have to wait to start work. Yeah, I'm not following. I'm definitely gonna enforce that. Like, I'm not tolerating being late all the time anymore. Like, I'm not even late. You know what I mean? I'm up an hour and a half before these guys get up every day. Every day, I'm up an hour and a half early, ready to go to work, ready to see, you know, what new challenges we got, stuff like that, what new customers we can get, you know, and that's what I like to see. So I'm not seeing that. All I'm seeing is just people who just want to lay in bed and be comfortable, waiting until the last minute to, you know, get out of your car and come to work, and instead of checking and make sure we got everything early, and, you know, get where you gotta get early. You know what I mean? Earlier you get there, we may start work early. We may find out some information early. It's very important. So that is my rant for today. Is that I'm not tolerating no more tardiness. I understand things come up, but like, if you're single, or, you know, you don't have no responsibilities as far as taking care of another life, and even if you do, that still doesn't give you a reason to be late. You're on somebody else's time, somebody else's dime, and preventing someone else from having an opportunity that you have an excuse for to show up to work. So it is what it is, man. That is business. You know what I mean? That's business. You can't be late and expect the rest of your crew to be okay with being late to get to a job, or starting work early, or getting stuff done. I like to get to work early. I like to get work done early. You know, I like to have 10, 12 properties for the day and get done by 12. By myself. So if I got 10, 12 properties and there's 4 people working with me, and it take, I got some air gun now. Anyway, I got 10, 12 properties for the day.
and I got 3 people with me. There's 4 of us. Yeah, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? If we getting done at 12 o'clock, we should be out scouting then. Let's go scout. You know what I mean? But we can't do the scouting if, you know, people are late coming to work, getting to work, whatever the case is. So that's what bothers me is that, you know, I'm not the type of person to work past a certain time. And that's because I have priorities after work. I don't put my priorities before work in the sense that I'm able to put the priorities I need to get done before I leave for work. I get those done. If I can push a different priority to the end of the day, I push it to the end of the day. But I'm not going to be in a job or a position or some type of role where I got a priority midday. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to whatever team you're on, whatever business you're working for, whoever the boss is, the managers, leadership. It's disrespectful. So, yeah. This year, no tardiness, man. No tardiness. Don't be tardy this year. Everybody get to work early. At least 15 minutes early. You can get there 30 minutes early. I promise you'll see a difference in your character because stuff changes. Like, things about a person change when they do stuff on time. I mean, things about a person change when they do stuff early. Things about a person stay the same when you do stuff on time. Because in that case, you're just following the motion. You're not really, investing your time and trying to be ahead of something or be ahead of whatever the case is. You're not trying to be ahead. You're just following the motion to get it done and say you did it. But that don't fly with me. That does not fly with me. I don't like that behavior. So I don't present it, I don't do it, and I don't promote it. I don't congratulate that because I think it's lazy and it's very sloppy. So anyway, aside from that rant, I know people gonna say stuff about it. I know people gonna try to make excuses and exempt themselves from whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, if you are that person who makes an excuse for it, if you are that person that finds an exempt for it, if you are that person that has a reason, if you are that person, whatever the case may be, or you are or you're not, we all something, right? Human. So at the end of the day, we all got a choice. And that choice is to be great. My choice is to be great. So with that being said, this is Steven with BCSO and J. I'm signing out, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in this first video of the ending of the spring season and the start of winter. Again, if anybody needs a job, hit me up, bcsonj@gmail.com. I'll respond to your email. Just make sure you're local. Essex County, Union County. That's what we serving. So